Draw the light, not the asset. In the graphics category, I'll talk about what goes into making game art, both in 2D and 3D. Now, with any specialized subject like this, not just graphics, there will already be tons of in-depth materials out there that you can refer to, so I'll try to keep these brief. Still, I oversee a wide variety of visuals, meaning I know a lot of the pitfalls that are easy to run into. These issues come up often in game dev, and they're important to consider for both current and aspiring artists. So I'll try to cover them clearly. Now, let's get started. When artists show me their finished work, particularly background artists, I often have the same comment: don't draw the asset. Draw the light it reflects. Everything we see is actually the light an object reflects when it enters our eyes. It's not as simple as seeing a red thing as red or a blue thing as blue. There are all sorts of factors that influence our vision. For example, let's say we're making a tree for our game. If it's a 3D model, we'll make textures, brown for the trunk, green for the leaves. We shouldn't stop there though. With a powerful enough machine, we might be able to add detail through shaders or other post-processing, but we often don't have that luxury. In terms of hardware performance, the less we process an object, the more of it we can put on screen, which means it's better to go for simpler techniques when possible. Take a look at this picture of a forest. It's just a bunch of trees cut and pasted many times, so it doesn't look that great. Not to say it's unusual. First, let's consider light. Colored light shining down on the scene creates contrast among the group. Maybe apply a spray to brighten spots that should get more light. Next, we'll do a few things to bring variety to our palette. Slight variations in hue will give the piece more impact. Light scatters as it reflects, after all. And finally, we need atmosphere. It's a bit more complicated than just adding fog for aerial perspective, but good atmosphere can bring depth and distance to the world in the scene. You can also try other methods, like applying a brightness filter in the direction of sunlight, but I suppose that's getting away from the topic of asset creation. To sum it all up, if someone says to make a tree, don't just make the tree and be done with it. Art duties might be divided across several team members, but one way or another, avoid just drawing the asset and calling it finished. The final product, more than anything, should express the light your asset reflects in the environment. Stage clear.